Working up here and seeing the landscape, it really puts a few things in perspective and how lucky we are in South Australia or in Australia, and how special the AP Wildlands is to the people who live here, because this is their home. So my name is Jade Wilson. I am a proud Ngarrindjeri, Arabana and Pitjantjatjara woman. We have 6 staff, including myself, and all the staff are Aboriginal, which we take pride in that. And having me as a manager, managing all Aboriginal team is not unheard of, but it is unheard of in some government departments. So today we're here at Richmond Road to collect our vehicles to commence our service delivery to the AP Wildlands, so the Onungu, Pitjantjatjara, Yunkajara lands.
We're just packing up the last of the safety equipment and first aid kits that we needed for work. No, I'm excited to get back out there, go help our people.
Yeah, same as Geordie, to get out the office, go out on the trip and help our people.
As we drive onto the AP Wildlands, some of my team members personalise in their mind or say these phrases like, I'm a visitor to this country, I'm coming here to do my work, I'm not going to disrespect anyone. At the end of the day, we are all visitors to anyone's country, and as Aboriginal people, we acknowledge that everywhere we go. This year for me, I would have done this drive probably 10 times already. It can be quite isolating, but it's like, whose version of isolating is it? For Aboriginal people, they're not isolated, that's their home. You can be isolated from services, but you're not isolated as a person, because you're surrounded by your culture and your community and your family. The only isolation you feel is isolated from the services that we all take for granted at times in Adelaide.
The students that we work with in the flexible learning space need generally to have a licence. Well, that's one of the employability skills that they'll require. So the first place that we would go to is On the Right Track, which is Jade.
The young people are becoming of age to achieve their licences, and they know that On the Right Track are the place to go to get that done. It's more than just being able to drive. It can change their whole lives and their families' lives. That's something that will stay with me forever.
I can't say enough about it. And the staff, very culturally competent. The more licences we can get, the safer our kids are going to be on the roads, and the safer we're all going to be.
So here we are today at the DIT depot in Umuwa. Coming together and staying at our own department's accommodation is really great, because we do get to spend more time together, but on a personal level. So, sharing our favourite dishes and playing some games, and really brings out the competitiveness and also the sharing our different cultures with food. If you're feeling a bit troubled or you're feeling a bit sad, you can come up here and it's quiet, it's peaceful.
Like after a whole day providing a service, go back to accommodation, sit down, and you just hear nothing, and it's nice. Everything's slowed down.
Getting out here is just connecting back to the land. There's not a lot of places you can go to, or anyone can go to really, where you can connect back like we do. Especially like at Umuwa on a cloudless night, a couple of us team members, we're just out there for an hour just talking and looking up at the stars.
My name's Graham Misson. I work as a driver educator up in the AP Wildlands with On the Right Track remote. We're going to sit down and set up the classroom, and hopefully we'll drive around for probably 5-10 minutes, one of the vehicles, to sort of emphasise that we're around the community. But it's been advertised that we're coming in today. I suppose one of the highlights is seeing the people renew their licence or get their licences, and just see their faces sometimes, how we've changed their lives a little bit.
I come here this morning for a right track, get a ID and license. If anybody want ID and license, come to the right track.
It's life-changing on lots of levels. It's jobs, it's employment. And one thing I've always said before, in Aboriginal culture up here, because they practice it so much, the laws and traditions, that you become a man, you become a woman, but now that when they get their licence, they're becoming a man and a woman in white man's law as well as Aboriginal law.
It's all just helping out the people, our people. This is a big way of giving back to our communities.
There's lots of reasons why I continue to do the work that I'm doing in this team. I want every Aboriginal person living in regional remote South Australia to have the same access to services we take for granted living in Adelaide or Port Augusta and Port Lincoln. So we want to make sure our country people living in regional remote locations are driving safely as possible.